the blessed morning on this beautiful Monday. Hope everyone is out and about when they doing their thing on this blessing day. So we definitely gonna get into this content. We definitely gonna get into this content. And what is this content? What is this content that I'm talking about? I'm talking about the shootings is at an all-time high. As NYPD, the mayor, and everybody else, the commissioner, in New York City, they give their point of view. They give their point of view of what's going on in the city, and they saying that these acts of violence and stuff like that is down. But us living in the city, us living in a lot of these communities, we know and all tell that this is for the media, this is for the news to report it, to make it seem like it's all good, but it's not. It's not all good, right? I'm talking about the shooting basically that happened in Brooklyn on Easter. On the day where that, you're supposed to be worshiping, right? Now, I don't celebrate Easter. I don't celebrate these holidays, but you have thousands of millions of people all around the world that celebrate Easter and celebrate, these holidays with friends and family and loved ones. This is supposed to be a day where that you supposed to be with your family and your loved ones, right? And doing what you do, your religious acts, right? But instead, you know, these these social clubs that we call the street corners, standing in front of these stores, they turn it into graveyards. They turn it into graveyards and battlegrounds within inside of our neighborhoods. Why? Because we're making irrational decisions and we're thinking with this instead of thinking with this, instead of thinking with this. Why as I'm saying is that, we have a small portion of our community members, able descendants, that's upholding this sick, barbaric, devil demon way of life, mindset. Now, I don't know what happened between uh this gentleman, the guy that went and stepped to those two guys that shot them up, even where they was on the floor. He kept shooting with their lifeless body. You know, these acts are senseless. These acts are senseless. The reason why these acts are senseless because you don't have to do it. You don't have to do the acts. We don't have to shoot and kill one another. But for some reason, we choose the gun to kill each other and to murder each other. And a lot of this stuff be senseless. Just let it go. Just let it go. A lot of this stuff be senseless and be over things that we feel that this is disrespect. And we want to uphold this life, which is taking countless of us and many of us down a dark, dark path. You understand what I'm saying? And the reality, the fact is that we have no empathy. This been passed on from generation to generation while we practice this stuff of shooting and killing each other. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So this is breaking news. This happened yesterday in Brooklyn. This where this happened at. The guys was chilling over there by the J train. When I get the full information, then I can tell you. They chilling there, and I guess they had problems. He walked up and started shooting the guys. Two of them. One was 30 and one was 50. And over there in Brookdale, over there by Brookdale, he took one of them to Brookdale Hospital. He died. The 30-year-old passed away. He's pronounced dead. And they picked him up. The guy that did it, they picked him up. For him to sit there and do that, it must have been something major. And sometimes you would never know. You would never know why these things go on. But the objective is to do what? The objective is to stop these acts. It's sad. that we got to keep reporting the murder, death, kill. Now, I'm not saying that everybody in the community that's upholding this life, because everybody don't. There's a small portion of our descendants, able descendants, that's upholding this sick, barbaric, devil, demon, evil way of life, And it's really difficult and hard. It's really difficult and hard to get out of it. Once this murder, death, kill got his claws on you and everything else, it's hard to get out of it. It's hard to relinquish it out of our life because the lifestyle, right, is lucrative. That's what we think. But it's only for a short period of time. It has a beginning and end. It's not forever. And once we understand that the moves that we make and the decisions that we make is based on ignorance and based on a beginning and end, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it. So, the reason why I'm saying this is because it's a sad story. Because, you know, on Easter and on these holidays, you're supposed to be with your family and loved ones. You're not supposed to be, carrying guns and, with revenge and kill, murder, death, kill inside your mind, body, and soul. This is supposed to be a day where you're supposed to appreciate one another on this day, right? That was yesterday on Sunday, Easter Sunday. And I don't recommend nobody to live this life. I do not recommend nobody to live this life. To all the children out there, right? All the prince and princess out there, I don't recommend you to live this gangster persona life because the rewards of this is jail, organ donor, fertilizer for this earth, being cremated, and that's it. So I don't recommend that. I don't recommend nobody living this life because you get nothing out of it. You get nothing out of it. Now I don't know what happened. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know. Not saying I don't care. I don't know. But all I know is that we need to stop this. We need to stop this. Everybody's not jacking his life. And I want you to understand that. Everybody's not jacking his life. And when I get out of here, I'm gonna fix the thumbnail. I'm gonna fix I'm gonna fix the description. I'm gonna fix everything. But that's what happened. The shootings and the killings. That's what happened. So we have to understand that from a point of view of, what, we have to do the right thing. And I know it's hard and I know it's easy said than done, but you could do it. You could do it. And the reason why you can do it, because I did it. The decisions that we make in our life can be a course of somebody else's life, of our family and everything else. So I don't recommend that. No, like I said, I don't recommend nobody to live this life, man. And to sit here and to watch day in, day out as time is progressing and it's going to be springtime and everything else. The leaves are blossoming and stuff like that. It's sad to say that it's going to be more shootings and killings amongst our communities. It's going to be more shootings and killings in our community. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. That's why it's my objective on my platform. That's why it's objective to do what? To do what? To try to make a change. To try to make a change. And what I mean by that, change my mindset, change my thoughts, change my understanding. While at the same token, you can do the same thing. I know it's difficult and hard. I know that this murder, death, kill, gangster persona life, right? Barbaric way of life got his claws on you and everything else, and it's hard to get out. And you smoking and you drinking and everything else. I know. I know it all too well. I know it. But I want to let you know that I love you. I want to let you know that. I do, you know? And it's difficult and hard. It's difficult and hard. It's not easy. Definitely not easy. You got to work at it. You have to work. but it could be done. It could be done. And the reason why I say it could be done because it's based on you. It's based on your thoughts. It's based on your understanding, right? And I don't want to make this a really really drawn out thing to focus on this topic because there's other topics I need to focus on. But this is a sad situation. Very sad. Very sad. Very sad. And I hope and pray that your guys have an amazing day. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace.